Listen to this. 3 billion. That's how much one weekend storm on the East Coast just cost the US economy. $3 billion. Homes flooded from the Carolinas to Jersey. Flights were grounded. Transit systems shut down. Even the New York City Columbus Day parade was canceled because the winds were that strong. And yet, barely a word from major media. Why? Because we're distracted. We're so distracted. While storms tear through our cities and our drains, our finances, the news feed us political drama because distraction is controlled. If they keep you emotionally invested in politics, you won't notice your premium rising, your savings shrinking, or your infrastructure collapsing. You know what they'll tell you? Oh, everything is great. We're in a golden age. Let that sink in for a moment. We're in a golden age. And I want you to ask yourself, do your bank account look like you're in a golden age? Do your wallet look like you're in a golden age? Is your home paid off? Is your car paid off? Is your house stacked with groceries? Can you feed your children? Can you even feed yourself at this point? Can you pay your mortgage? Can you pay your rent? Are you in a golden age? Ask yourself that. Now, while you're asking yourself that, let me bring this to the stage for you. And before you turn away, you guys, this is something that we all need to take part of. If you see something, say something. Report suspected child trafficking. Call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. Every voice matter. Every child deserves protection. You guys, that's a huge thing. If you got children, grandchildren, nieces, cousins, we all do. You don't want anything to happen to them, especially sex trafficking, especially in that area that it will take a lot of time for them to recover. So I'm asking you, please, if you see something, just say something, you guys. Say something. Call the National Trafficking Human Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. At some point, you guys, we have to stand for something. And that's what I stand for. Right? Okay. So we'll get back to our episode. And let me tell you something. There's a storm behind the storm, right? According to Property Casualty 360 in AccuWeather, this East Coast storm caused 3 billion in damages. And that's just one storm. In total, 7 major weather events this year, from LA wildfire to Texas floods, have cost between 378 and $424 billion. And that's not a typo. Nearly $500 billion loss, and it's barely in the headlines. The cost nobody can afford. Flooding isn't just water, it's corrosion, it collapse, it's chaos. Chaos like this political storm that we have, it's pretty much like salt water. Salt water will eat through metal, it destroys concrete, it wipes out vehicles, especially electrical ones. It wipes it out, and that's exactly what this political climate is doing. It is distracting us to where they're trying to make sure that we don't know anything. We don't know that we're broke. We don't know that our jobs are on the line. We can't see that corporations are laying off. Every week you see a headline of corporations laying off. But we're so stuck into this political game that they're giving us to where we're not even looking at, oh my gosh, that grocery was just $100 and some dollars. Oh, wait a minute though. They're gonna get all the immigrants off the streets. Oh, I'm not gonna worry about my pockets. I'm worried about the immigrants taking the jobs that I didn't even want. Anyways, this is exactly what's going on. You are very distracted, so distracted to where you can't even concentrate on your own personal life. You would prefer to see billionaires make more money and get more money and get more money instead of seeing a group of people being treated like humans or being able to vote. And you know what I'm talking about. Our voting rights, and you know who's affected, are at risk. But anyways, this is what happens. They cause this political divide so we can't concentrate on our personal lives, our personal finances. And again, they tell us that we're in a golden age. I don't feel golden right now. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Here's the part that no one talks about. Most homeowners aren't even insured for it. Most homeowners aren't. A lot of homeowners don't even have insurance because that's the first thing you'll cut. That's the first thing you will cut, but you will have so much talk to talk about other things instead of looking at your own personal life and trying to get your personal finances together and learn to build wealth. This is all part of the rebellion, getting out of that political distraction trap. And let me tell you another thing, FEMA and insurers, they're tightening coverage. Some areas can't even afford to get coverage. Some areas don't even have insurance anymore. And so when these storms hit, it's just not property that's lost. It's financial stability, it's peace, and sometimes generational wealth. Because if you're not insured and that property at home get wiped away, you can't even give it to anyone because you can't fix it back. Next thing you know, it's someone has bought it from up under you. It's all a distraction, guys. While all this is happening, the average American is glued to political arguments. We've been programmed to fight each other while billion-dollar companies profit from our pain. Every time we look away, something slips through. And while we scroll, storms hits, bill rises, all our bills are rising and policies change. This isn't an accident. It is designed because a distracted nation is a dependent one. Let me say that again. A distraction nation or a distracted nation is a dependent one. There's a financial fallout going on. Here's the connection people miss. When people can't afford insurance and storms keep coming, the government ends up paying, which means we all pay. And when your neighbor's wallet is empty, it affects your economy too, because their lack of spending becomes your lack of business. That's how cycles form. And that's why this rebellion, closing your wallet, building wealth, and staying aware matters more than ever. The reprogramming. America doesn't need another political party. Me personally, it needs a reprogramming. Yeah. We've got to stop being consumers of chaos and become builders of stability. Builders of stability. Pay attention to your policies. Review your coverage. Keep your know your flood zones. Keep your flood policies. Ask your insurance carrier hard questions. Stop just renewing these policies without asking questions. Because when disaster hits, ignorance gets expensive. It gets very expensive. Very expensive. When we're distracted, we can't pay attention to really what matters. Let me give you this move up challenge. This week, I want you to pull out your homeowners policy, look for the word flood. If you don't see it, you're not covered. Then calculate how long your savings would last if your income stopped for 90 days. If that number scares you, it's time to start building your safety net. Let me give you my closing message here. I want homeowners. This isn't just a storm warning. It's a system warning. The distractions are loud, but some people won't see that because they're so they're a slave to the distraction. If they don't have the distraction anymore, they feel like something's wrong. You guys, the distractions are loud, but the truth is louder if we listen. That's if you want to listen. We can't keep waiting for FEMA or politicians to save us. We have to protect our homes, our wallets, our future. Do you see this government shutdown? People aren't getting paid. Do you think they care? Do you really think they care that you're not getting paid? No. They just want their agenda to be. No. They just want their agenda not to be questioned. Can you imagine that? Anytime that you have people around you that will not check you, you are a fool. Because we all need to be checked sometimes. And if all you have around you are people who will do what you say, you're a fool and you will lose in the end. Yeah. America doesn't need another bailout. It needs better awareness. We just have to become aware, people. The storms are coming. Be the prepared. Be prepared. Always stand. The prepared people always stand. I've seen it time and time again as a claim adjuster. I know when I'm talking to the very unprepared, and I know when I'm talking to the prepared. There's a stark difference. And we all want to get to the point to where we are prepared, no matter if there's a government shutdown, no matter if they threaten to stop this and stop that. We're a community. We have to start being there for one another and let the government know we are our brother's keepers. All right, listen, this is Beyond the Claim, the adjuster's voice to homeowners. You know what? Drop in the comments. I'm awake and aware. If you feel this message and understand, it's just a distraction. It's a distraction to keep you broke and broken. Yeah. So again, I didn't mean to be so I don't know in this episode, but I want you to understand it is a distraction to keep you broke, to keep you angry. When they feel like you're angry, they're going to use you even more, especially if you're angry at another race or another party and you have someone to blame. Only people we can blame is ourselves. Yeah. But listen, you guys, be a part of the movement, the rebellion movement. Uh, don't buy anything that's not going to give you any value. It is time out for that. Let's join the Buy Nothing Rebellion. All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want more of truth, insight, protection strategies, this is where it is. I am the adjuster's voice to homeowners, and like and share it. And also know that I want to get to 20,000 homes by the end of the year. I want this message to resonate throughout this country to where billionaires can see that we're finally waking up and we have taken back our power. And I know that we can actually do that. Again, until next time, let's not be distracted anymore. Let's be aware of what's going on. Take care.